What is up, my beautiful people? It's Adam D. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to easily complete the raid challenge for this week, Total Victory. I'm going to go over my strategy, I'm going to go over my team's loadout, and I'm going to tell you all about the conditions in order to complete this. Should be a fairly painless process. This triumph is needed in order to acquire the shadow title, which I'm sure everybody wants, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, so make sure you stay tuned. If you find this to be useful, please like, comment, subscribe. I try and respond to all comments, all criticisms, so please just tell me if you liked it, tell me what you didn't like. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so for your loadout, you are going to be wanting to run your absolute highest damage loadout you possibly can. I run Loaded Question because personally I think that it's one of the best secondaries in the entire game. It trivializes the entire raid and allows you to one-shot trash mob packs so that you can just focus on the mechanics that you really need to focus on. It's just fantastic, and it does a decent amount of damage. I also run Swarm of the Raven with spike grenades because it's the highest DPS heavy you can possibly run when it comes to tractor cannon and other buffs, so why wouldn't you want to run it? If you don't have those, that's not a big deal. Just run your highest damage you possibly can. Wendigo is another great one. Prospector, Legend of Acreus, all those things are great. The one caveat is that one person in your fire team needs to be running Anarchy for this strategy to work. Okay? You can complete this challenge without Anarchy, but believe me, I think it's just a lot easier if you can grab one lucky person who managed to grab Anarchy, and it just makes the whole encounter and the whole challenge a lot easier for everybody involved because of the actual crux of the challenge itself. So what you're going to need to be doing is normally when you fight Galron's Deception and you transfer all the buffs to people, you go and you melee the boss to break his shield, and normally you get off like 3 shield breaks because that's just how much time that is allotted to you. Based on the amount of blessings that you have, that's really all you can do in terms of shield breaks. But if you run Anarchy and the person with Anarchy has the blessed buff, they can continuously fire Anarchy shots at the boss, and those laser beams will continue to apply the buffed effect to the boss as if they were meleeing, but they will not lose their buff. So you basically want to go and have the Anarchy person always gets the buff. You're going to want to do it in one phase. Make sure that once you get onto the final quadrant of the boss and you start to fight him, the person with Anarchy must have the buff, and then they get away from everybody else, obviously. The key to this challenge is that you must break Galron's Deception shield 5 times before murdering him, alright? We did it in one phase. I would highly suggest you do it in one phase, because it's unpredictable whether or not you can do it in multiple phases. And it's also very easy to do it in one phase if you're using this strategy. You have the person with Anarchy continuously applying the blessed buff. You nuke the boss so that you're able to get him in one phase, but you make sure that unbuffed people are constantly, and I need to be very clear on this, you have to be constantly meleeing him so you can get those shield breaks in the amount of time allotted, okay? You have to get 5. If you get any less, you will fail. Straight up. You need 5 shield breaks. You get your 5 shield breaks, then you murder the boss, and that's all there is to it. Just jump on him like you are running down a dark alleyway and you gotta fight some people off. Just absolutely mug this dude. Just keep punching him, keep kicking him until his shield breaks 5 times, and then you can end him, okay? That will give you the triumph, and then next week you can do that raid challenge and get your shadow title. I will be posting a video for next week's raid challenge as well, and I already have a guide on my channel, which I'll link below, that goes over last week's raid challenge so you can get that triumph as well. So far, the raid challenges have been fairly easy. It just requires a little bit of strategy. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It'll help me out a lot. And that's all there is to it. Adam D, out.